Time for the fact check. Let's bring in CBS News Chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett. Major?
We have three for you, Norah. Let's start with the first one. The President Trump said it will go away, referring to coronavirus. We're rounding the corner. It's going away. We rate that as false, and here's why. Coronavirus cases are currently increasing in at least 34 states, hospitalizations rising in 37 states, and here's a key statistic that backs us up on that false assertion. The U.S. is averaging 59,000 new cases per day, according to the New York Times database. That is the most on a daily average since August. The next one, President Trump said they spied on my campaign, the implication being President Obama, Vice President Biden, those in the Obama-Biden White House. Both the Senate Committee on Intelligence and the Department of Justice Inspector General report said that's not true. That's why we rate this as false. There are a lot of chapters and verses to this, and people will say, what about Carter Page? Yes, there was surveillance of Carter Page that has been roundly criticized, even by the Inspector General, but he was not a significant player at any time in the Trump campaign. The third one deals with former Vice President Biden's assertion that the Obama-Biden administration did not have a policy of separating families. We rate that as true. They were separated in rare instances to protect children, or if those that their parents were identified to be criminals or threats to the children, but it was not a systemic policy, as it was with the Trump administration, an outgrowth of their zero-tolerance policy on the border. Norah, you saw some of those facilities the Trump administration contracted with. That's why we rate the assertion by former Vice President Biden that there was no policy to separate families as true.